Hi, it's me, Jennifer Montgomery, back again with Inspired Soul Sessions. It is January 22nd. We are on the brink of a new moon, um, the year 2020. And today I want to talk about empaths and protecting your energy. Super important, especially for empaths because we pick up so much and it can be a little tricky sometimes. So, at least it was for me. Um, and I'm still learning all the time on ways to protect myself, to deal with things. I mean, because life happens. So, obviously, I mean, I'm kind of close to living in a bubble because I live on an island, but it's not possible to just, well, it's possible. That's kind of silly. Um, it's not feasible for me to isolate myself completely. So, and that wouldn't be fun. So, we deal with people, situations, things all the time, and you pick stuff up energetically. So, in order for me to protect my energy, there's a lot of different ways that I'm going to share. One of them is boundaries. So, boundaries are good, boundaries are healthy, and they're necessary sometimes. All the time. They're just not, their boundaries are necessary. Otherwise, you could just be at the mercy of life. So, um, it's not selfish to set boundaries with people or situations. It's knowing yourself, it's knowing what feels good. It's not mean, it's just what you have to do to protect yourself and to feel good and to practice self-care. So, we're not always taught that boundaries are essential, but I personally feel that they are, not just for empaths, but just for people in general. So, that's really healthy. Um, if you're in a situation where there hasn't been boundaries set and then you kind of find yourself in the midst of something and you're not feeling good, there's ways to kind of get yourself back to a better feeling place. So if I'm doing events or if I'm out around people or if I'm out and I'm not able to leave a situation immediately, you can envision like a bubble around yourself, and that's shielding the stuff that you don't want to affect you or enter in a sense. So, like, let's just say you encounter a person that's angry, or you can tell that they're like wanting to pick a fight with you, or they're looking for a response to suit their ego or something that just doesn't feel good. I will observe. I'm an observer. I like to look at things. I like to see what's going on. I like to pay attention. Um, and sometimes I can tell, like, oh yeah, like, I'm sensing that this person is just looking for a fight, or this person's looking, for something energetically that I don't want to engage in. So I'll just kind of sit there and create my little barrier bubble and see how it plays out. And more often than not, it just doesn't even come into my space because I'm sending that energetic message that's like, no, you can't enter here. This is not going to happen. Um, there's other situations where I don't get an opportunity to do that because maybe I got blindsided by something or I wasn't expecting something, and then I find myself not feeling really good. Once that happens, I will immediately, it's almost like picking up the pieces. So, um, I had a situation upon me last week, and I got myself out of it energetically fast because I realized that I felt really awesome. I was feeling so good, so high vibe that day. And then I got a phone call from a friend that I hadn't spoken to in a bit. And then by the time I got off the phone, I was just like, wait a second, like, why do I not feel good right now? And it wasn't me. It was just because that person like projected onto me, projected an opinion and maybe an assumption. I don't know, but it didn't have shit to do with me. So I was just like, Jennifer, like, why do you feel bad? Like, that's stupid. That's not even your shit. That's their stuff. That has nothing to do with you. So, like, don't take it on, basically. Like, because, any energetic exchange is kind of like an agreement with somebody. So I've learned that if I don't agree to feel like crap because somebody else threw their stuff on me or put their, like, it's like almost like they're putting their heavy bags on me, and I'm saying, no, I'm not taking those. You take those. I don't want to carry them. I'll help you, but it's almost like someone that like comes and dumps, and I'm like, no, nope, that's not mine. I don't want it. It's not mine. It's that simple. So, you can do that mentally. I do that in my mind. It's like, no, I'm not going there. I make that decision in advance. But in a situation where I don't do that because first off, I wasn't expecting the call. Second, I was distracted while I was talking because I wasn't present. And I realized that. So that's another thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to take phone calls when I'm in the midst of something where I was like, feeling really good. I was paying attention to what I was doing and concentrating, and then I got distracted. So that kind of like threw me off of my center. So that was, I'm going to say that was my fault. That's my responsibility. So I know better now. But I realized it's important that I was vulnerable to that in that moment because of a choice I made, which was, oh, let me take this call. I haven't talked to this person in a while. So, but I'm not going to do that again. Leave a voicemail. It's making decisions for yourself, knowing where and how you can be sensitive to things. So it's not about, for me, I'm not going to change me, but I am sensitive. And I think that it is, empathy is a gift, but I'm realizing I have to learn how to work with it to benefit me so it doesn't hinder me, because most people are not walking around conscious and aware or even responsible for what they're putting out or I'm going to say putting out into the world or with others. So with that said, I have to be responsible for myself and my energy and my feelings and what I realize I do and can absorb. So if that means that I have to cut a conversation short, and so be it. If that means I have to say, we're not talking about this, this is not up for debate, conversation, opinion, then that's what it is. If it means I'm choosing not to be in someone's company because they make me feel down or low or whatever, then I say, no, thank you. I'm not available for that. And I've point blank said to people that I don't like their energy. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be transparent and honest about it, because if I don't say it, then they'll never know. And who knows? I mean, maybe if I say, you know what, like your energy's not feeling really good to me and I don't think it's a good match for whatever. I usually do that with work things because I'm not going to enter into a fun atmosphere because my job is fun with somebody that's a pain in the ass. Because I get to choose, like I'm not going to just do it for the money. Like if you're going to be a pain in the ass and well, I don't have to do it because I'm not going to have fun. And if it's not going to be fun, then what is the point? It's, yeah, I'm a little crazy like that, right? But I mean, that's not the norm. It's, the norm is money, money, money. But no, I don't roll like that. If I'm not going to feel good doing it, I'm not doing it. It's that simple. So that's how I set boundaries with people and things and situations. What else? I'm back on this thing again. I realize this because I'm like thinking I've gone off on a bit of a tangent in this video, but bear with me. I'm human. Meditation is a really good thing for empaths. Also, finding your breath. So if you're in a situation and you're feeling like it's out of control, or you're feeling as if you took on something that's not yours, go to your breathing. Because we can't always immediately remove ourselves from things, or, the stuff doesn't like just pass that fast. It's not like, oh, 1 minute I feel these emotions and the next minute, oh my God, I don't feel them anymore. It's not that simple all the time. So, well, most of the time it takes a little bit. I mean, like in the situation I'm referring to last week, it took me a good 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, to kind of sift through what had happened. So I'm like, oh, at first I was feeling bad, like blaming myself. And then I'm like, well, no, that's bullshit. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to feel bad. I didn't even ask for that call. I didn't ask for that conversation. I just like followed it. Like, no, we're not doing this. And then I got myself back into, feeling good again. So that was really awesome. And it's entirely possible. But I realize for some people it takes a little longer sometimes, and you can really get like all caught up and like, in the weeds and all trudging through that stuff. But boundaries are really good for that. And recognizing whose stuff is whose. Sometimes we don't even realize. It's like, well, you don't have to feel like that. It's a choice. You can choose otherwise. And a good indicator for me is if I was feeling really awesome and great, and then suddenly I'm not, and then there's another person involved here, and maybe it's their stuff coming out, that will allow me to recognize that, no, this wasn't like something within me that just happened. This is something within them, and they're projecting it onto me, or they're bringing some kind of something I don't even want. Keep that to yourself. You don't want that here. So I'm all about like feeling good, and if you are not, then reflect, look inward. Is it something of yours that needs attention, or is it something that's not? And as an empath, these are things that we have to ask ourselves, because sometimes it's not. And then when it's not, that's easier, because you can just, more easily get yourself back into a better feeling place. There's obviously more work involved if there's something that you're carrying within that's maybe an old wound, or something from childhood, or something ancestral, or whatever. That creates a little bit more of a situation that you can work on. But definitely boundaries important. Meditation, it's fantastic. Finding your breathing, that's really awesome. Creating a bubble around you that is energetic, that doesn't allow other people and their nonsense to enter in. Because we don't want no nonsense around here. Nobody needs that. Nobody has time for that stuff. Life is too short. So I hope this helped a little. There wasn't a lot of structure to this video. It is what it is. It's that kind of day for me. But I had these things on my mind. If you're interested in talking more about protecting your energy as an empath, by all means, contact me. Be happy to help. There is a box underneath the video to subscribe. Please do it. Like the video, share it. I am available for phone sessions, inspired soul sessions. We could FaceTime too. That works well. Some people are better with face-to-face things. It's entirely up to you. Pricing is in the box. But again, please subscribe and like and share. That's muy importante. And have a good day. Be happy. Stay in your own lane. Smile and drink your water. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.